Can I ask something?
Yes, perfect
Uh,
timing.
yeah, the thing is, we don't know each other yet, and not everyone is already on campus. So maybe for the group, it might be better if you create them
Um, so
randomly,
we're
or I
we're
don't know.
we're going to see, depending on which campus you are on. We'll see with the people who are teaching you what is the most efficient. So for Oxford, the constraints are different than Dublin, so we will operate
Oh, we're mixed.
differently.
I didn't know.
So we'll see if if we're going for imposing the groups, or if we give you a little more time to do the groups towards the term. So we'll work it out. I'm guessing that you're coming to Oxford. Is that right?
I do. I'm already in Oxford right now.
Are you already in Oxford? But not
Yeah.
everyone is. We
No.
will give you time for Oxford because obviously it's easier on Dublin and on the French campuses. So we will give you a bit more time. If you cannot do your groups by yourself, we will decide them for you. So
Okay.
that I'll let Cynthia decide for Oxford how to operate. But the idea is to make it work. So we'll leave you the choice. If you cannot find the right way to do it, we will do it for you.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions? Kanata and then Thomas.
Yeah, so actually I have two questions. The first one is, could you just give us the deadline of the collective and the individual report?
I cannot give you a clear deadline because it depends on the schedule of each campus. What I can tell you is that you will have to present your work in a defense in the last session. So each teacher in the different seminar will give you the deadline because it depends on how it is scheduled, and that I cannot answer for every campuses at the same time. But you will have the deadline and it will be the last session. So it's probably going to be at the end of the term and it will give you enough time. So I don't have an answer, a clear answer for you yet. I can just tell you that our goal is for you to make as interesting an analysis as possible. So we'll make it work.
Okay.
You had a second question.
Yeah, so it's a personal question, but you didn't introduce yourself. So I think we are
absolutely
wondering.
right.
So can you just tell me more about you?
My name is Johan Bazin. I'm a professor of business ethics on the Oxford campus of EM Normandie. I'm a full-time faculty, which means that even though you will only see me online and in pre-recorded lectures, I have an office here. And I'm saying that because it means also that since I'm a course leader for the Sociology and Organization Theory, I'm here to answer questions and worries. If you're on the Oxford campus, you can come to my office. If you're on the Dublin campus, you can reach out and send me an email. I will send you an email within the day with some of the details from today's kickoff session, so you will have my email. Let me tell you right now, I don't know anything about campus logistics, so I don't know the classroom, I don't know the time of your different classes, but if you have questions about the course, I'm happy to answer them. And you will see a lot of my work in the interviews. So you'll see that I've worked on different things such as dress codes, refugees, fashion shows, ghosts, that kind of thing. If you're interested, feel free to reach out. Thanks for the reminder. I did not introduce myself, and I don't know most of you, so it's a bad reflex here. That's in your organizational gaze. That should tell you a lot about my personality and my position in the organization. What does that say about me that I forgot to introduce myself? You should think about that. Thomas, you had a question.
Yes, but you've answered to it just before, so it's okay. Thank you.
You wanted me to introduce myself, even though we already know each other?
I wanted to know about the deadlines.
Yeah, deadlines. All I can tell you is that all the deadlines, we try to make you do the most interesting thing possible. So we are looking for deadlines that allow you to do an interesting work, because let me tell you, there's nothing more boring to grades than a work that you didn't want to do. So we're trying to make it interesting. We're trying to trigger your creativity and your curiosity as much as possible. So we'll work out the deadline to leave you enough time to do a proper work, a proper job. I'm running a bit over, but I'm happy to answer other questions that you might have. Now it's the time. French students and online sessions are the worst. I always say my American students, when I ask them if they have questions, they rephrase what I said and say, let me see if I understood correctly. So they very often repeat what I said in order to make sure they understand. So, you know, it clarifies things for everyone. My French student would rather die than to raise their hands and ask a question. There's no way that everything I said was that clear. So you should have questions or things you would want to check. Now is the time.
I think it was an introduction, so we don't have any questions, I guess.
Ah,
yeah,
great.
It was clear. Thank you.
I did a remarkable job. I do appreciate a little ASCII thing, David. I'm not going to grade you, so I cannot give you more points for your praises of my introduction. I do appreciate it. If there's any question, you're going to meet rather quickly with your teachers in the seminars. They should have the answers to your question. If they don't, we will work together to provide them to you. I will make the recording of this session available this week to everyone on the intranet, so you should be able to find it. I look forward to meeting some of you on the Oxford campus and to remotely meet some of you on the Dublin campus. Any last minute question? Okay, then you can start to think about, if you cannot form your groups, I fully hear Eduardo, the challenge for Oxford. At least start to think about the TV show you might be interested in and why it would be an interesting TV show. Sometimes groups form around a TV show. Someone say, oh, I love Sons of Anarchy, who wants to work on that? And other people join them. So start to think about a TV show you might want to work on and what would be interesting to analyze. In it, you're going to have most of the material for the first sessions online within this week in terms of online lectures. If you don't have them, bear with us. Everyone needs to have their connection to the intranet, and everyone needs to have the links to the video. So sometimes it takes a few days to set up. So if it's not available today, it will be as soon as possible, and most likely this week. If you don't have the first videos to watch for the first seminar, it's not a big deal. We are not going to punish you because of technical difficulties, so no worry about that. And if there are no more questions, I guess I'll let you go. If some of you are in France, it's time to go for lunch, and we know how important it is for French people to have proper lunch. And for everyone, I'll see you soon on campus or remotely. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.